What's up, everybody? Welcome back into the Top Flight Pod. You know what it is. You know what we're here to do. We're back in studio today. Beautiful Austin, Texas. I'm with the boys. We got B here to my left. Primo off-screen controlling everything on the ones and twos. Now, before we got into the pod, I wanted to say a couple of words. Coach Nico and his family just wanted to send our deepest condolences and sending him strength, thoughts, and prayers in this very difficult time that they're currently going through. The gaffer lost his mom, as everybody knows, but the whole community is, with him, just as everybody here is with him as well. But Coach Nico and his family just want to let them know that we're sending them our strength in this tough time. But, yeah. B, welcome to the show. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, it was a good weekend. As you know, it's good to see y'all here on this Sunday. We're getting close to the holidays. Thanksgiving's around the corner. But, hey, Chelsea won. UT won. It was a good weekend.
Definitely, mate. Primo, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I've been doing good. I've been keeping up with, Austin FC isn't playing, but there's a lot more soccer going on. Playoffs are still going on, and keeping up with the European side also. Tottenham had a tough day, but
It was a tough one for you guys.
tough one. But Arsenal's playing good, man. Top of the league.
Yeah, top
They
of the
might
league.
win it.
Top of the might win it, mate. Might win it 100%. Shout out to Newcastle, of course. I mean, a lot of topics to get into today. You know, a lot of little topics that are big points of conversation for people in this fan base. We're going to get into Diego Rubio, of course, the big announcement about the MLS schedule. I don't know if it was a little bit early to you guys or not, but it was a little bit of a weird timing, but we'll definitely get into that. And there's some other things sprinkled here in the schedule, so I'm excited to get in there. And, of course, shout out to the Patreon members. Shout out to everybody on the Discord. A lot of good stuff coming up, so be on the lookout. And, gentlemen, also the Media Cup recap, we're going to get into that as well. So, actually, we can start with that. The Media Cup 2025, it happened. Full time, the score was 6-3. Verde FC takes the win. Dante MVP, as we predicted. We said Dante was probably going to take it. Important note, I was going into the game with a minor knock. Everybody has to know that 100%. Still managed to get 1 goal, 2 assists, so it was a good time. Shout out to the communications department for organizing this event, and shout out to Diego and Alex. They took the L well. They took the L,
brother.
Yeah, Alex got the win last year. But this year, he got to handle the L. He did steal a goal away from me. He closed me down on like one of them, and it was actually pretty good on his part.
What was Dante's stats? What was
Dante picked up 2 goals and 3 assists. Yeah, could have had more, honestly. Could have had more. Diego Valencia missed a sitter.
Oh, sitter.
He knows it. He knows it. He knows it. He knows
Miss
it.
of the night? Miss of the night?
Miss of the night, 100%. Miss of the night, 100%. Now, there was some questionable calls. I got a goal called back for offsides. We got a penalty towards the end of the game that was questionable, but we took it.
VAR? No VAR?
There was no VAR. There was no VAR.
Nah.
Richie from Otra, por favor, put it into the back of the net. Keeper got fingertips to it, though. But overall, it was a great game. It was a good time. The media folks, it's always a good time whenever we're with them. There were some people that didn't make it. There were some people that would have made a difference. Ryan Madden wasn't there. Brittany Flowers wasn't there. She's a solid player. So some people didn't make it out there, but it was still a good group, very competitive group. Shout out to the keepers. They really made a difference this game. But as soon as the game was over, I got on the chat and Primo hit me up. He was like, I heard y'all killed them. And I was like,
Dang, that was quick.
Yeah. It was
Primo
quick.
was watching.
So how did you know?
I was there, bro. I was in the background watching.
He was at the top of the
binoculars.
The binoculars. No, but it was a really good time. We just posted photos about it, so you can go check it out. It's a little bit of a recap. But yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Nice.
Other than that, shout out to Landon Cottom. He got Defensive Player of the Year. Or sorry, not Defensive Player of the Year, but Defensive Player of the Game for Moon Tower. So a little bit of credibility for him. You know what I'm saying? Whenever he talks about somebody on defense, I can now say, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Hey, the MVP comes back home, though.
MVP comes
That's
back home.
back-to-back.
MVP
That's
comes
back-to-back.
back to back. So shout out to everybody that made it out to the game. Shout out to the referee. But yeah,
Okay.
It is what it is.
Got him a shot there,
Alex
okay.
had a good defensive game. Diego had a good game too. I got to give him credit. But Diego did miss a bit of a
Took
sitter.
the L, brother.
They took the L, and we took MVP. So
There you
we
go.
got it back to back. But gentlemen, first thing that I want to get into was Diego Rubio's departure. Now, this is something that kind of shook the fan base a little bit. I think some people expected the club to pick up his option. Maybe some fans expected Rubio to be here for at least one more season, right? They were going to maybe pick him up for 2026 because of the striker situation. You're not going to have BV9 to start the season. He's going to be integrated later on, but not too late into the season. That's what everybody's kind of banking on. But B, starting off with you, mate, how did you take this news? I mean, it's not official, but Rubio pretty much says goodbye on social media.
Yeah. Well, I think I was a little bummed. I was like, oh, man, it sucks to see you leave. I really I would have taken Rubio again. I would have kept him here. But I get the decision. I also get it. He's getting there in age in his career. So overall, not surprised. I get it. We move on. He did great for us. I mean, his time here will be positive in my mind. As a fan, like he wasn't a starter. But he had some very important goals, and when he comes in, he puts a shift. So I'm good for his time here. So it's it is what it is. We move on, but he had a good time here, I think.
Okay, Primo, how did you take this news? I mean, Rubio, kind of loved by the fans. I mean, some of the comments that I saw on the post that he put up on Instagram, they were all saying thank you. We even left a comment saying good luck on his next chapter. B saying that in his eyes, his time here is going to be seen as positive. But how did you take in this news? I mean, Rubio, 2 seasons with the club, MLS vet. At one point with Colorado, he was absolutely crucial and dominant. Maybe he didn't get as much minutes as he would have wanted with Austin FC, but he still had his goals with the club. I mean, most recently, the big one against Seattle. That was massive.
Yeah,
Set the tone for that game,
yes.
Honestly. But what did you think about this news, mate?
A little disappointing, but at the same time, it was also just good to see him, during the time that he was here. I mean, Rubio being an MLS vet, brought a lot of attention, I think, when he signed, but at the same time, he was already coming towards the end of his career, maybe, or he's already, he's an older guy, older striker. He's obviously not what he was a few years ago, and we couldn't get that. But, man, I just see this guy as like an MLS like legend almost. Like he's like one of those guys that I see. He's kind of like Jesse Sardes. I just feel like there's those names that just. They did really good in MLS. They did a lot for the league. Mm-hmm. And for me, Diego Rubio is just one of those guys that I will always hear his name, and I'm like, man, I know that guy's good. I know. And so when he came to Austin, I was like, damn, that's cool to see him play here. Kind of like Jesse Zardes. Zardes was another guy that I would always just hear about.
He was on FIFA.
He was on FIFA.
He had that little storyline.
And so I think Diego Rubio is just one of those guys, dude. So.
No, yeah, 100%. I'm gonna kind of like add something in there to your take, Primo. Of one of my favorite things about Rubio was that he always gave you 100%. Right? He came in, he bumped shoulders, pushed a couple guys around. He always set the tone whenever he was on the pitch, and I saw a lot of fans commenting that as well. They were saying that they're gonna miss his energy, they're gonna miss his I hate to say the word, but shithousery. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's how you say it.
They're just gonna miss all of his antics on the pitch. And Rubio had we know that he could finish. That goal against Seattle at home, like I said, kind of set the tone for that game. But he was also crucial in balls. He
made some great assists.
Some great balls. Exactly.
When he came in as a 10, he whipped some people on.
And I know a lot of folks didn't like hearing this quote, but at the end of Game 2 versus LAFC, Coach Nico, I believe that's when he dropped this quote where he said that they were trying to develop an identity, and Brandon Vasquez got injured. They developed another identity, and then Rubio got injured. Austin FC didn't have Rubio for the last 2 games, that series versus LAFC. And you could argue with your fridge, you could argue with your pet, you could argue with your mom or dad or whatever, but I think Rubio would have had a little bit of an impact in that series.
Yeah.
But hey, now it seems like he's gone, and the fan base is definitely going to miss him. But he's probably going to pop up. Do you think he's going to pop up in MLS or back in Chile?
He might go back, brother. I mean,
Colo-Colo might be a possibility. I think MLS might be another possibility.
I mean, he loves Colo-Colo. We had the luxury to interview him one time, and I mean, he was, yeah. I mean, like I said, overall, I think his tenure here, I'm gonna look back at it in a positive way. I think he did pretty good for us.
I think I'll be more surprised if he retires after this. I think he still has a little bit left in him. Yeah. I'll be very surprised.
Man.
I'll be very surprised if he puts out an announcement that he's gonna hang up his boots. But I think he would have tied it into this post if he was thinking about hanging up his boots. So I think he has something lined up.
I'm sure.
I'm sure he has something lined up. I'm sure. But Primo, very interesting. I didn't think you were going to have that point of view on Rubio that
I love Rubio, bro.
Okay.
I've been I wouldn't say like a
Character.
big fan, but he's just one of those guys for me. But sad to see him leave. Like you said, I think he does have a little bit maybe left in him for maybe another good 1 or 2 seasons. But I think he might be going back to Chile. I don't think he's gonna.
Now, just some comments on
Staying
social
in
media. Folks are saying no. One guy, Piece Together 78 says, had a feeling he was going to leave after the season. Let's see. Clado HTWD says he was a good help. We'll need to find 1 or 2 like him in order to succeed. Some folks, pretty much kind of sad. There was a couple people saying good riddance, but 1 or 2. But anyways, big response from the fan base. Sad to see Rubio leave. And it's going to be rebuild mode again for Austin FC in that number 9 position. Never really had a solid 9. BV comes in, gets hurt.
No, we have a 9 now.
Well, we have a 9 now, but he got injured. That's what I'm saying.
We always like to have like these type of backup 9. Not, I wouldn't say backup 9s, but just 9s that aren't going to be able to build around, but to have as off the bench. We have Bull Bruin, we had Diego Rubio, we had Zardes, like. Time to get us another one.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right.
It seems like it's a
what I'm saying.
trend to get us another one.
Now, he had Rubio leaves 66 games, 6 goals, 5 assists. So good luck to Rubio on his next chapter, and definitely will be missed by a lot of Austin FC fans here in the city of Austin, Texas. Now, I do want to talk about another departure real quick. Brett Utley, he is leaving Austin FC II, head coach there. After 3 seasons with the club, his contract expired. They chose to not re-sign him. And he is an MLS Next Pro champion. He won the Western Conference, obviously, if he got to the final. And he also won the first MLS Next Pro Invitational. So 3 chips under Brett Utley's belt. Actually just got to say goodbye to him at Hop Squad. He was there saying goodbye to a couple of folks from the fan base out there at Hop Squad, having a couple brewskis. It was a good time. Very chill. Very, very, very chill. Great conversation. But got to say good luck to him one last time. And I'm sure he's going to pop up somewhere. A lot of places would love to have somebody like a professional like him, and also a great person, great human being. And if you saw the response from a lot of his old players and his current players, they all had good things to say about him. And then people that work for the club also had a lot of good things to say about him. And it just speaks volumes. I also want to say that I also understand the club, the position that they're in. I think the 3 seasons at an MLS Next Pro team is a long time. And I think Brett Utley should be proud at what he did here at Austin FC too. So next guy has a lot to live up to. Big shoes to fill, I must say. But any thoughts on this news that Brett Utley leaves Austin FC 2B?
I mean, yeah, I think you're right. I think it was time. Technically, he's in history. He brought technically the first ever silverware to the club.
First coach to put a star on top of an Austin crest.
So, and it was an amazing year that will always live on. So he will always be remembered here at this club. So, yeah.
That's what I told him too. So definitely stitched into Austin FC history, Brett Utley.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. He can safely come back to Austin, and if somebody recognizes him, he won't pay for his beer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So big ups to Brett Utley. Like I said, best of luck to him. I'm sure with his resume, with all the work he's done, he's going to find a job in no time. But anyway, any thoughts on Brett Utley? I know you went to a couple Austin FC 2 games, maybe more than 5 or 10, bro.
They're fun. Yeah, they're fun. And shout out Brett Utley. But I agree with you guys. It's I feel like Austin FC 2 is probably something that you shouldn't see as like a permanent thing. So this isn't, I guess, a completely bad thing for him. It's just, a chance for him to move on. And I feel like he's probably ready for that next step, maybe a USL team, maybe a second division USL team. But shout out Brett Utley. He brought Silver to the team. That was a really good team that he managed that season. Super good team. So
yeah, they were really good, honestly. Shout out to those boys. A lot of them went on to win chips. Actually, Jackson Walty just won the USL last night with the Riverhounds. David Rodriguez scored the banger goal in the freaking snow. He's also had successful stints with San Luis. Alonso plays with Atlas. I mean, Noel has found success in USL. So many players like CJ has came up with the first team, and now it's been like Damian Loss,
goalkeeper of the year.
I mean, so many guys have passed through Coach Brett Utley's system, and a lot of them had nothing but good things to say. So big ups to him, and he will definitely be missed. Now, the next guy up, let's talk about this guy that's coming in now. Jason Shackle. They call him Shax is what I'm getting off of social media. They call him Shax. Shax. He's British. They call him Shax. Actually, at the most recent academy game, not this week but last weekend, I was there. There was a gentleman that had a journal and a pen with them, and after it was like halftime, he kind of went somewhere else, and I looked up and I saw him coming down the stairs, and I was like, wonder who this is. I couldn't really get a good look on him. Apparently, it was him. So I really like that. The new Austin FC 2 coach is getting notes on the 18 players. I'm sure that Coach Brett Utley did that as well, but it's a good sign. He's already getting to work. And one of my favorite things about this new hire that's coming in, guys, is that he's been with the club since 2021, Jason Shackle. And most recently, he was the head coach of the U16s. So he has a lot of intel on these youngsters that are coming up in the system for Austin FC. But I was kind of telling you about him before we started the pod. His resume in the championship and in the Premier League is impressive. What do you think about this hire?
It makes complete sense to me. He's been with the academy, so he's familiar with the young players that are coming through to this in this club. So yeah, positive there. And then also his player, CV is, his history, his career is very, very impressive. I mean, Premier League, Championship, yeah. So yeah, I think to me this is a very positive sign.
Definitely, mate. I think it is positive. You also promoting from within. Like I said, there's intel on some of these youngsters. Key. Like there's currently players in the U18s right now that Jason Shackle has known about or has worked with when they were 15 years old, years back. So that's good. There's a lot of information there that is not lost. Doesn't have to be passed over to somebody coming in with their own new ideas. It's a good hire because it's from within, the same ideas, and I think this is somebody that has a lot of experience and is gonna maybe and he's gonna be able to inspire some of these guys with his kind of resume. He's won the promotion to the Premier League 3 different times. He has 500 plus games in England, and he's been selected for the PFA Team of the Year multiple times. So
that's wild.
If that doesn't inspire you, if you're playing for Austin FC 2,
so
what more do you want?
Hopefully he can transition that his career as a player into a manager and do good things here.
Maybe that's just one thing that Brett Utley didn't have. He couldn't say that he had this record as a player playing in these top levels, but this guy is coming in and he does have that, and he's going to be able to pass on some things, some tips to these players that they didn't have before, and taking everything that they learned under Brett Utley, now going into this new era with Jason Shackle. I'm excited for this new Austin FC 2, and I can't wait for the first match at home under the Friday night lights of Palmer Field, mate. I'm excited for it. I love Austin FC 2. I love Austin FC 2.
A new fresh starter for Austin FC 2. I mean, let's go.
Now, like I said,
also they added like a mini golf little court there.
I've been there too.
Oh, you've been there?
I've been there too. That? So our job had like a banquet kind of thing.
Okay.
Everybody went in from the department. We had food there and stuff like that. It was awesome. It was great. We got to play golf and whatnot. It was great. There's like 3 different courses or 4 different courses, like different colors, like the black, the red, and the blue. I think just 3. But you can choose whichever one you want, and it was a good time. The food is also really good there, surprisingly. The tenders were slamming. They had sliders for us. It was great. It was a good time.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So, new hire coming in, Jason Shackle. He has a lot of experience at the top level. And, guys on the defense, either guys like Chuy Moreno, who will probably be here longer term than Gomez. Gomez is probably going to make the jump here soon. But it's going to be good stuff for especially the guys on defense for this Austin FC 2 side. And I'm excited for this new era under Jason Shackle. And best of luck to the lad. Hopefully everything goes well. Rodo Borrell know what he's doing by promoting him. Just one more thing. He's going to oversee the staff featuring assistant coach Omar Jaroun and goalkeeper coach Peter Davis in the 2026 season. Excuse me. Primo, any thoughts on this, mate?
I mean, good. I guess good signing. Yeah, I would call it a signing. Yeah. Within promotion, a good, really good promotion. Getting someone that's already familiar with the system, familiar with the players that are maybe already in that team or trying to come up into that team. I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I think it was time for a little bit of a change in Austin FC 2 also. So I think this is going to be some motivation for those guys.
As soon as they didn't make the playoffs this year, I kind of knew it was coming. Brett Utley's a great guy, but when you don't make the playoffs
back-to-back years,
something has to change, and your contract's coming up. Honestly, I'm sad to see Brett go, but this is a great hire for Austin FC too.
I'm down.
The experience, the intel already that he has on a lot of our youngsters coming up, you can't beat that. You're promoting from within. It also sends a good message to everybody else around this, like the coach for the U15s, the new coach for the U16s, the coach for the U18s. There's promotions from within if you're doing your job. And the club clearly had a vision for this guy is what I hear around the people that say things. So this guy, Jason Shackle, best of luck to him, and we'll see just kind of what he does with the Austin FC II side. I'm excited for this new era. But next topic, guys. The MLS released the full schedule for 2026. Little bit of weird timing, I must say. I don't know what MLS is up to, man. They're changing things all around. And when they take 3 steps forward, I feel like they take 1 or 2 back. Why announce the schedule at this weird time? We're still talking about the Apple TV deal. Now we got to talk about the schedule?
And the playoffs are going on.
The playoffs are going on, bro.
Yeah, it's...
Maybe they just want you to keep talking about
I think
that.
they just kind of wanted to get it over with. Like, here's the schedule for next season. I think they're planning, like you said, they're moving things around. They're planning. We're shifting into different. We're gonna have a 14-game season in between. It's just right now. It's unstable right now.
I have a theory.
What?
I have a theory.
Ooh, what is
I don't know if you guys saw, but this was a big topic. I think you probably did see it. But MLS officially started using AI to write articles. There's articles that were published, and on top it says this was written by AI.
Okay.
There's like a warning. So it shook the journalism world. Like, this is just disrespect. It is just disgusting. A lot of the top journalists around the globe really were just kind of like appalled that the MLS just blatantly just started using AI to write articles. So AI is speed, right? Efficiency, I guess you would say, in this kind of situation for the people that kind of use it.
The schedule is just ran through AI. And
I think they had people do the schedule before, like Sudoku, planning it out, masterly smart people planning it out. Now they're just using AI to plan out schedules.
And I bet you it's like that.
They already had it ready. Might as well just put it out.
They fed it all the teams. They're like, hey, make the best schedule you can.
Because if you look at Austin FC's schedule, isn't it very similar to last year's?
Yeah, it is. It's
very
just
similar.
some are different because we get to
100%.
play Miami this year.
Is our opener the same?
The opener is the
That's
same.
what I
against
thought.
Minnesota.
I'm like, is this the same game as last year?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Now there are some little, some treats here. Damn. Okay, here, damn for Austin FC. You get to play Miami for first time at their brand new stadium. That'll be massive. That's probably going to be the single biggest brand exposure moment for the club yet.
I don't know how something was done behind the scenes to make this happen, in my opinion. This is a marquee. This is not something that's just random, brother.
No.
This doesn't go to just a random club, bro. This is a historic game. That's the thing that stood out to me when I saw the schedule. That's the only thing that stood out to me, honestly, was the Miami game. Inaugural game at the new stadium, which is gonna be everyone's gonna be there. Everyone's gonna be there. They're gonna hype it up. It's gonna be a party in Miami.
Yeah,
and we play them
100%.
We could ruin this for them. But the way they're playing now, I mean,
this is gonna be one of the biggest spectacles in North America in 2026. Miami opening up their $1 billion stadium.
I think so, brother.
It's on a property of around 133 acres, is what I read in an article. Yeah. It is absolutely state of the art.
Yeah.
They're almost done with it.
Oh.
They're almost done with it, and they're obviously aiming for. They made it official. Austin FC and Inter Miami breaking in that stadium. In April, was it April 4th?
April 4th on
Saturday. Now, the photos that we shared on Instagram, they're obviously renderings. You know how it works, those blueprints. Yeah. But they look fantastic. It looks really nice.
Yeah, honestly, I've never seen a rendering that didn't look fire.
Yeah. Now, there's apparently going to be shops and stuff like that around there. So the whole area is going to be bumping. It's going to be popping. Streamers, athletes that are in off-season or are injured, just stars. Celebrities,
it's gonna be an event, brother.
Influencer, everybody is gonna be there.
Event.
And you know who else is gonna be there?
Who?
We Are Austin TV.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited. That's what stood out to me.
We're gonna have an elite group. It's literally gonna be like Navy SEALs. Five of the most sharpest, or 3 of the most sharpest Navy SEAls are gonna be sent out because this is a big spectacle. But this is our Super Bowl at the same time. It's going to be huge.
So don't be shocked if you see WATV at Lady Bird Lake and at the water while Hernan goes down, up, down.
I didn't mean it like that. But yes. But
And
yes.
it's just me and Bali shaking like.
Now, Primo has it on screen there. That's what it kind of looks like. Now, I guess the goal is to have Brendan Vasquez back by this time. Apple TV would love it. The league would love it. Austin FC would love it. Coach Nico would love it.
How long has he been out so far?
He's been out since the summer, since like June, July.
How many months has that been?
I've heard that his progress is going really good, and I can't remember I don't think they said that he's on the field just yet, but he should be back. I think at least March, bro. And this is in April.
Well, what month did he get here? Do we know?
June or July, when we play San Jose
August,
in
September,
the Open
October,
Cup.
November, December, January, February. Oh, he'll be right
Bro.
there.
Yeah. And he also, I forget what day it was or what match it was, if it was MLS or the Open Cup. But when Brandon Vasquez was speaking to the media, you know how he does like appearances on mic with MLS Air or like, you know, whoever it was that day, I forget who it was, but he dropped a quote. He said that he was going to try to aim to get ready for the squad selection of the 2026 World Cup. But so everybody was like, wait, but isn't he injured? They started putting the pieces together timeline-wise, and there's like a bubble. There's like a gap there that if Brandon Vasquez gets fit in time, he can have hopefully like a good couple, maybe 1 or 2 months, and hopefully he kills it enough for Poch to look at him. But it's tough. It's tough. But Brandon Vasquez is very positive, B. And honestly, you never know. What if?
You know what needs to happen?
What if?
You know what needs to happen?
I don't want to say it, but what if somebody that's available right now is not available at the time?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
you never
right,
know.
you're right.
You never know.
You know what needs to happen? He needs to have a crazy showcase in that game against Miami.
Brandon Vasquez.
If he drops a hat trick or something wild that forces Poch to look at him.
He gets into the conversation. I hate to say it.
And if he puts himself in the face, like where you have to look at me, look what I'm doing. Maybe. I mean, look, we're kind of.
Now, it is going to be a big spectacle.
Let's come back down.
Let's come back down. Let's talk about this schedule because there are a lot of things that we need to kind of break down, right? We talked about the timing of it. We all kind of agreed that it was weird because we're still literally in season of 2025. Miami is going to be Austin FC's rival at their new stadium. Sorry, Austin's going to be Miami's rival at their new stadium. But some interesting things. Sorry, thank you. Yeah. Some interesting things that I saw was October is going to be a heavy month. There's 6 games in October and some tough games.
That's the end.
So hopefully you don't need points towards the end of the season to solidify your spot in playoffs. Because Colorado is going to be tough. I'm sorry, not Colorado, because October is going to be tough. You have Nashville, LAFC, Vancouver, SKC, RSL, and the Galaxy. Well, the Galaxy can absolutely bounce back next year. You don't know, right? This year was not going to be next year's
21 days. 6 games, 21 days.
It's going to be tough. And then you close out the season against Portland. Decision day. That's a tough one. The regular season closed it out against Portland.
This is so early, though, man.
It is. And then one thing that I also pointed out that I kind of noticed about travel was that Charlotte to RSL are back-to-back away trips. That's going to be tough. That's literally almost coast to coast. And then there's another one where you go from Minnesota to San Diego, and then that's going to be tough too on the body. Those back-to-back away trips. Thinking about guys and fatigue or whatnot, rotation
what if
pieces.
That's the price that Precourt pays to have that game against Miami. They're like, all right, you want the game, but we're gonna have to.
I don't know. I wonder what decisions had to be made to get
Toronto
that
and Quakes won this one. Bro.
Toronto and
you gotta go
San
in
Diego
one
too.
corner of the
Look at that
country and then go all the way to the other side.
San Jose.
No, the Eastern Conference teams that I saw that we get to play is obviously Toronto, one of them. You got
Miami.
Charlotte, Miami being one of them. There's also one more. I had it right in here. Nashville, Philly, also Philadelphia. That's another team that we're gonna have to play. And then the FIFA World Cup break in June. So very interesting schedule, but I think very, very, very manageable for Austin FC because it's very similar to what we had this year.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to change
like I said,
things drastically.
what stood out to me is that Miami game. That Miami is gonna be. We're gonna be there. I mean, it's gonna be a spectacle for sure.
Definitely, man. Now also Charlotte, their home opener is against Austin FC, so maybe we might go up there to visit the lads from Top Bin 90. That
would be great.
Charlotte always does it big.
We have to go.
Charlotte always does it big.
We gotta go.
And imagine seeing Zaha.
Yeah.
Zaha Wilfred. Zaha Wilf. They call him Wilf.
yeah,
They call him
Zaha.
Wilf. By the way, one of the craziest things this year was the Top Ben 90 clip with Zaha.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was insane, bro. Honestly, like to see
Are you
that.
the guys? Are you the guys?
Honestly, George handled himself quite well.
Oh yeah, he handled the situation professionally.
100%. Zaha was like, honestly, I mean, I look at you guys' stuff, and he was like, you guys said that it was all on me, and he was like, nah, we said you were, I think he handled it well.
Yeah.
Well, one of the craziest things this year, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Top Ben. They're
Shout
doing
out
it
Top
right,
Ben.
man. They're doing it.
That's one of the games that I'd like to go to.
They've been here. We've had them on the pod.
Is Cincinnati in that schedule? We didn't get Cincinnati, did we?
No. I don't see Cincy.
Man, I would have liked to play Cincinnati at their house, honestly, on the schedule. But that's all good. Maybe Seattle road trip, or not road trip, but
Whoa, you not me. I'm not doing that.
How long would that take us?
That's like what's that like a? Imagine, I don't know. I'm imagining like a crazy, probably a day.
Now, just some quick thoughts, like we mentioned. Obviously, the Eastern Conference teams, Philadelphia, and those Nashville ones, and Miami. I guess those are going to be tests. But Primo, any thoughts on the schedule, bro? Because we kind of mentioned it. It's kind of boring a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
A day and 7 hours.
Road trip to Seattle.
A day and 7 hours.
No stops.
No stops.
Straight.
Straight shot.
Damn, I don't think so.
No.
Your thoughts, Primo?
I don't think it's the best one we've seen, but I mean, I think probably the Miami game makes up for all of it. I think
It's such a big game.
that's gonna be a party.
Is that what everybody is just down for?
Everyone's just down for Miami?
Yeah, honestly,
bro.
honestly,
What's the flight looking like right now to Miami?
To Miami? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, on it right here. Let me show you.
Let's see what that looks like. Now, when we made this post about the game
What are the
to
tickets
Miami,
looking like?
a lot of the fans were, down for it. They're excited for it. So it sounds like a big chunk of Austin FC fans are going to fly out there. And also, it's Easter weekend.
Los Verdes should focus. Oh, it's Easter weekend.
Easter weekend, brother. Easter weekend is what they're saying. Is what the streets are saying. So, is what the streets are saying. So it'll be very fun. It's going to be a good time at
we
Miami's
going.
new stadium.
We in there.
What are the prices though?
Oh, yeah, I'm going.
Right now.
I'm going.
There were some fans that were complaining, Primo, about the club not getting Chicago Fire. They're, I think, the last team that Austin FC hasn't played. Do you care about playing
I
Chicago?
think we've played them before. And
No, not in the season. We've never
Not in
played
the
them in
season?
season. We played them in
in
preseason.
like cup games and stuff.
in
right,
preseason
maybe?
and in the U.S. Open Cup.
I'm not. I know they're gonna open a new stadium. I think in like a couple
2020.
years,
Yeah,
maybe
I think
then.
27.
Maybe we'll go then.
Yeah, that's what some folks were kind of
I'm not too
complaining
bummed
about.
out. Nah.
I think because a lot of people are from Chicago that live down here now, so maybe that could have an impact in folks' frustration with not getting Chicago. But it is what it is. Now, B, did you get the pricing?
I accidentally looked for hotels.
Oh.
So right now it's you can get a flight for $224, $237, $314. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Non-stops.
That's not bad.
Who do
That's
you
not bad.
think? Who do you think is gonna be there?
3-hour flight.
I think it's easier to tell you who's not gonna be there.
No, everyone's gonna be there, brother.
Bro, don't even be surprised if that dude Receba, the
The
kid from
Brazilian
Brazil, if
TikToker.
he's there
Bro, don't be surprised if do a halftime performance
by Pitbull.
by
By
Bad
Pitbull.
Bunny.
By
Pitbull.
DJ
Bad
Khaled.
Bunny.
DJ Khaled.
Pitbull. You think-
Pitbull.
DJ Khaled.
Nah, Pitbull. Bro. That has Pitbull written all over it.
Yeah.
Or
It has Pitbull,
Ross.
J Balvin, Karol G,
Rick Ross.
Anuel, Rick Ross. It'll be a good one. It'll be a good one. All right. Montes.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
You were. All right, gentlemen. You're right, gentlemen. Now, good luck to Coach Brett Utley. Good luck to Diego Rubio in his next chapter. Best of luck to Jason Shacks on his new job, on his promotion as the Austin FC
The
2
meme tastes
head
like
coach.
promotion.
Promotion, 100%. And excited for this 2026 schedule, mate. I mean, the Miami game is obviously what everybody's
Massive,
talking about.
massive.
Nothing other than that to really get excited about this with the schedule. A lot of the same as we already experienced. So
Also, it's so early too.
very manageable.
Toronto.
manageable.
If you want to go to Toronto.
Nah, I don't want to. I don't want to get caught lacking in the
Yeah,
six.
yeah,
In the
yeah,
six.
yeah.
In the six. I don't want to get caught lacking in the six, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah,
sure.
they wild up there, bro.
The
Two
thing-
twos, my word. Nah, I'm good with.
Yeah,
I'm
smoke
good.
that youth.
Nah, I'm good. Minnesota taught me enough that going north is not what I expected. I think I need to stay in the south. So it is what it is. But all right, gentlemen, getting into some European topics. Of course, there is a lot to discuss. Starting off with the London Derby, I think that's probably the most important result of the weekend. Why? Because Arsenal gets the job done against their arch nemesis, their biggest rival, Heung-min Son. Failure in the playoffs by missing his penalty, although we're all going to get to his free kick here in a bit. But Tottenham DNA, Tottenham in his blood, Tottenham is going to Tottenham. But I'm sorry to say it. They lose out 4-1, although they score a banger from half field. Richarlison. Yeah. But B, your thoughts on Arsenal? I mean, convincing performance in a big game to really put themselves in a position where say, hey, this might be our year. Is it?
To me, watching Arsenal this season, I know they're top of the table for a reason. You know, they've had performances, but to me, this game, for the first time, made me feel like, all right, these guys might go. It was goals once they scored. I mean, it was the floodgates opened. I mean, it was over in 15 minutes.
As a big performance.
Yeah, and I was rooting for Tottenham because, you know, Chelsea goes second. There were 3 points under Arsenal, and now they're 6. So Arsenal do have a little cushion there.
What's the table looking like, Primo? Let's see exactly what cushion Arsenal has. After 12 games, 29 points. Chelsea's in second with 23. That's a 6-point difference, man. I mean, they're starting to create that gap. That you see.
We're not at Christmas yet, man. There's a lot of fixtures coming hot right now. Yeah. They're coming hot right now.
But by Arsenal winning this game, it tells you that they're ready for these big moments. They're ready for these big, which they have shied in recent years. They have definitely collapsed in some moments. So
this is shaping up to be their year, brother. And to me, what fascinates me, what I love, that there's always got to be someone that's right there.
Yeah.
And this year,
I think it's Chelsea.
It might be Chelsea, mate.
And honestly, can I say something? Chelsea has been Arsenal's kryptonite, low key.
Yeah. And guess what, bro? We've been going through this season so far without our best player. Cole Palmer, brother.
When does he come back?
So he was supposed to come back this Burnley game, but supposedly he got hurt at home. He hurt his toe. And basically he stubbed his toe really hard.
Unprofessional
is what I'm
or
hearing.
just accident?
I mean, he could have just stubbed his toe.
Accident. Things happen.
Why, you know.
God's plan.
But you know, he got set back, so we're not going to have him till maybe after Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. But, hey, the point is we're doing this without our best player. And also, the lap has not gotten going yet, and he's going to get going. And so he's not gotten going, so he's going to get going, bro.
Credit to Maresca. Credit to the youngster from Brazil. What's his name?
Esteval. Which he didn't come in this game.
Didn't come in this game.
No. He was gonna, but then we scored. Enzo scored.
But before we really get into Chelsea and their win, because it is important, because with the win and Manchester City's result, Chelsea stays second and whatnot, which is pretty big for them. But the 6-point gap, bro.
Yeah, they're looking good. And they're doing it in fashion. They're just slapped around Tottenham, brother.
Now, it is going to be quite the year in the EPL, because if you look at kind of what the teams are at the top right now, you know that it's going to change. Is Man City going to keep on slipping? They lost to Newcastle, which helps Chelsea or whatnot. But I think the biggest storyline going into the weekend or going into the week is this Arsenal team for real this time? There's been years where they look this good around this time, and then you cross the end of the year, you start the new year, and they
didn't they have like an 8-point gap in Christmas and lost the league to City?
Yes.
Remember that year?
And it could still happen.
This is 6. Still happen. We'll see.
It's only 3 match days, 2 match days, however you want to look at it.
And it's getting to that point of the season where we're finally going to see what's up.
Yeah.
We're going to see what's going for the long stretch. We're going to see who's really in contention here.
Definitely. Now, Primo, any thoughts on Arsenal? I mean, I know that's not your club, but anything that you want to shout out?
I think they're gonna take it this year. They're looking really good, looking positive. The crazy thing is they don't even got like half of their squad, bro.
They're
also like I was looking at their injury list: Gabriel, Odegaard,
Jesus,
Kai Havertz, Jokeritz.
Yeah. Damn.
And, bro, they're playing pretty decent without these players. But imagine with these guys. I think they're gonna take it this year.
Definitely, mate. Now, one other game, of course, we wanted to talk about is Chelsea, of course. Now, of course, big win. Big ups to you guys. You kind of mentioned it already. Kind of got it into how you're not playing with your best player, all this and that. But I mean, where are you at this season mentally?
Positive. We've had some crazy slip-ups this season, which is why we're not closer to Arsenal as we should be, in my opinion. Yeah, it feels good. I think we're going. We have a young squad. I think that's the one thing that's lacking in this team. Maybe is some senior players, some leadership. Is the criticism that this squad gets because of the youth. But Enzo Caicedo is in my opinion when he's firing, which is why he didn't play against Burnley. But we got Barcelona come next. But in my opinion, Moises Caicedo is the best midfielder on this planet, brother. I mean, Moises Caicedo, what he does, he is like a perfect. He's like a Frank Lampard fusion with N'Golo Kante when he's playing his best, which is crazy to say that. I mean, he's got bangers. So we're positive. I'm positive. I'm happy right now to be in second. I want to stay and put pressure on Arsenal. I want to scare them, So let's keep it going.
Okay. All right. Now, moving on to another team, Liverpool. They keep struggling. You said that they got their teeth kicked in by Nottingham. I mean, I think that was kind of harsh, honestly.
I didn't
they lose out to Nottingham, though, and you just got to wonder, when is it going to end? When is it going to end for Liverpool?
They're in free fall, brother.
They're in free fall. They've dropped below United.
They're out of the screenshot. They don't fit the screenshot.
Hey, no matter what phone you got?
I mean, maybe an iPad.
Okay, I was about to say, what if you got an iPad?
I think they'd fit it.
Okay, they fit an iPad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, B, you've seen the Premier League you've watched this league for a long time. You've seen teams rise, you've seen teams fall,
league, mate.
Right? Do they have to get rid of this coach, or would you still trust him with the project? It's a big decision that ownership has to make.
Hey, Primo, can you bring up the Champions League table? Because this is the only thing. He won the league last year.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that, you know. On his first year with Liverpool, people might say, oh, it was a remnant. It was what Klopp left for him that technically won the league. But he won the league. I think that buys him a little bit of time. I mean,
he's also spent a lot of money.
He's also spent a lot of money, but it takes time, brother. It takes time.
True. Look at Austin
They
FC.
can make up for it if they're in 8th in the Champions League. They can make up for it. There's one thing that can make up for this, brother. If they go for the Champions League. If they go for the Champions League and win it, everything's fine. Everything's great. So that's the thing that they have. They won the league last year. But then again, you have to be in the Champions League next year unless you're gonna take. Yeah, they're in free fall right now, and I love it. I love it, brother.
You love it.
I love it.
Okay, all right. Love to see it. Primo, I mean, what do you think about Liverpool's fall? I mean, just like I mentioned, I don't know when it's gonna end. But it needs to end soon if they want to do anything this year. I think they might be out of EPL contention for sure, like the Premier League trophy. I think it's done.
The trophy's done.
For the trophy for them is done.
The trophy's done. It's done. But that's the Champions League. But for Europe, bro, it's gonna be tough for Europe.
In Champions League, at least they can say that they're eighth. They got something going for them. Their nights at Anfield are tough, but I think for the league, it's done. For
despite this Liverpool that we're seeing, they beat Madrid in the Champions League, so there's a different, I think, motivation when it comes to the Champions League nights for Liverpool. So we'll see.
Now, Barca return to the Camp Nou with a bang, an absolute bang. Not to switch leagues so straight like that, but I think that's one of the biggest topics coming out from La Liga right now. Of course, Madrid tied 2-2 against Elche, but they return to the Camp Nou with a bang. Now, I just want to ask, why their 1.5 billion doesn't look the same as Real Madrid's investment into their stadium. I mean, Madrid Stadium looks something like from the future. Barca Stadium just looks a little bit of the same. I saw a photo. It really didn't look that. There's some changes. It looks nicer.
Maybe they did like core renovations where stuff that's like what kind of renovations did they do?
They need to run an audit. They need to run an audit.
Maybe they didn't spend the money on the renovations.
They need to run an audit because it doesn't look like all that money was spent into the stadium. I mean, I look at Real Madrid's. I look at Barcelona Stadium. This is insane. This is insane.
They do
honestly.
need money. Maybe they regret it.
I don't know. It does look. Let me look at it. Does that look future? I mean, it looks the same. I mean, a lot of it looks the same.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Oh,
not
look, they're
finished,
not even
is it?
done. They have scaffolding and stuff. Look, some of the seats are missing up there to the right.
So I guess today was the day that they could, get into the building or whatnot. But
At least get into the building. Okay,
I
maybe
mean,
they're not done. Maybe they're not done.
The Bernabeu has a roof that you can open and close, brother.
And you could even swap out the field.
Oh my! Did you see the reaction
Yeah.
of the NFL world after the game at the Bernabeu? All the TikToks, all the videos that were coming out of the Real Madrid facilities of how
Yeah, it was
they were put in
amazing.
they were amazed, bro.
And it's unfortunate that the game was one of the worst games. I think it
Yeah.
was Kansas City. It was like boring.
It was bad. It was bad.
bad.
It was bad. But
But
Madrid, aura points plus 1,000
Oh,
in the
yeah,
American eye.
yeah.
You just got,
For
you
sure.
know that they really impress folks.
That stadium looks just like the word elite.
Definitely
An elite facility.
One of the wonders
I've never been, but the pictures. I mean,
one of the wonders
videos.
of the world, the Santiago Bernabeu, 100%. One of the wonders of the world.
don't know about that.
This is
Maybe.
guys. This is a landmark on Earth that if somebody really wants to, they will save up money and they will go to it before they go to the Eiffel Tower, to the Taj Mahal, to the Great Wall of China. 9 out of 10 people will go to the Bernabeu before going to a historical monument. This is a wonder of the world, gentlemen. This is a stadium that is known world. Guys,
I get your point. Yeah, I don't know.
this might be the best stadium
Yes.
in the world.
Yeah. What other stadiums would you put in that class of tiers?
The Cowboy Stadium, AT&T Stadium, is up there.
Tottenham's.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Tottenham Stadium is
Mercedes-Benz,
nice. Mercedes-Benz.
But
But
the new one,
the Bernabeu has the technology that nobody else does. What they have at their
It's wild.
and they have the patents for all of that. So if anybody else wants to do a stadium like that, guess who they have to pay? Florentino Perez in Real Madrid.
that is
40
that
chess.
just fits the character in the club.
Oh man, right? That stadium,
that
dude.
just fits the club, brother.
And isn't this worthy of a wonder of the world shout? The Bernabeu. I think it is.
I think so, brother.
I think so.
I think
It's-
so.
I mean-
I think buildings that are created by humans that are elite. I think so. I think classifies.
Think of the
something.
craftsmanship that had to go to engineering the system for their grass, dude. The electricians that were used, the iron workers that were used. I mean, insane. Hopefully they didn't do any like slave work because in Europe, it's
like the Saudis.
They get away with that up there. Over
Yeah, they
there,
be
man.
getting away with that stuff over there.
But I haven't heard any like scandals about that with the
Yeah.
Bernabeu. But I wouldn't be surprised.
There's no way. There's no way.
There's no way. You're right. Now, they tied Real Madrid 2-2 against Elche, which was a big problem. They dropped points. Now, this Barcelona side, we were talking about the bang that they had at home first time back, 4-0, right? 4-0?
4-1.
4-1, thank you. Lewandowski scoring the first goal.
Lewa's back.
Lewa scoring the first goal at the new stadium. Good sign, good omen, good aura for Barca. I'm not gonna sit here and be a hater. I think this is good that they won their first game back. They were never losing this game at all, 100%. They beat Bilbao. Bilbao was just a poor victim. And no, I just want to send a quick shout out to them. I think Madrid dropping points is going to be good for them and is going to give them a lot of hope going into obviously the end of this year. But any thoughts on La Liga right now? It's only 1 point difference.
Only 1 point difference.
Madrid first place, Barca second.
Okay, well, it's a tight race. We know where La Liga, where's this gonna happen? This is Madrid and Barça, but yeah, is there? I mean, what's more? Because they won it last year, right? Barcelona. Am I?
Yeah, Barca won. Yeah,
Okay.
Barca.
So I guess my question is, who's it more important to win this Liga, Madrid or Barcelona? Because I think Barcelona is gonna be on the same hunger for a Champions League because of last season, how close they were. But I don't know.
Wait, no. Madrid won it last year, bruv. I'm sorry. Yeah, Madrid won it last year, wait. No. Barca won it. Barca won it. 24-25. Barca won it. Barca won it.
Because they were on a
24-25. I'm
treble.
sorry. Yeah.
They won
I was like, wait,
Did
hold
they
on.
win the
I
Copa
had
del
to
Rey
check
too? They did, right?
that. If I'm not mistaken, I think so, mate.
Man,
They've
we're
had a good
just
year.
all the footy, brother.
Yeah, they won it. Yeah, it's all good. No worries. We
It's kind of early. It's La Liga.
It is a Liga. A lot is still left to happen.
Can you pull out the table, Primo? I just want to see what the Champions League.
You got Real Madrid right now in first with 32 points. Barca in second with 31. Villarreal 29. Atletico 28.
okay, it's tight. It's tight there. Villarreal, Atleti, but they're gonna. I mean, Villarreal is gonna. I don't see them going the distance here, but maybe Atleti can keep some pressure there.
Now on the Real Madrid game,
Girona coming out of making a little comeback. They were bottom.
now real quick, Xavi appeared to have got it wrong. Danny Benz was telling me, this is his words. I wanted to read it. He said, "If you're gonna bench Vini and put Rodrigo on the right wing, why not start Mbappe as left wing and start Gonzalo as striker? He scored 2 goals for Spain in the break." So Danny Benz very frustrated. I said, "Man, we got to have you on the pod to talk about these things in these European segments." But he said next year. So Danny Benz coming soon. Next soon is crazy.
Next year.
It's crazy. But we'll see. We'll see Danny Benz, big Real Madrid fan. I think it'd be a good debate to kind of have him on. I'd love
Too
it.
many Madrid fans, brother.
I think it's necessary.
There needs to
Biggest
be a
brand,
limit. There needs
biggest
to be a
brand in the
limit.
entire world.
There needs to be a limit per square footage of.
Now, two more things that I wanted to mention about Real Madrid. They're launching a VR goggle thing.
Yeah, you said that. I was like, what?
The Bernabeu, and I think it's gonna be with on Apple TV
At the Bernabeu.
at the Bernabeu. So that'll be great for the brand. MLS is gonna be in that with the whole like schedule change and the Apple deal and whatnot. So hopefully that ends up being good.
So it'll be it'll be with your seat. You can put it on,
Yeah, you put the VR, the goggles,
and it'll be like a spectacle.
you'll be
with
at the
field.
Bernabeu. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you'll be like they do it with the NBA. You're courtside. You put the goggles on. You're courtside. You watch it.
That's fire.
It's fire. Real Madrid making moves, and then also Florentino Perez in the news for calling out pretty much Tebas, the La Liga president, and also I think he's at the head of the Spain Federation of Soccer, and also calling out Barcelona.
When is he not, brother?
So this time it's about the game. This time it's about the game in Miami, saying that they're trying to adulter the league and getting
about when they
additional
pulled the plug
revenue.
on it.
Yep, and getting more revenue that they're not supposed to. The president of La Liga clapped back before today, and he said that Florentino Perez is nobody to talk when he's having the NFL come to the Bernabeu. And Florentino Perez is saying that that was planned by the NFL, that he just kind of rented the stadium out to them, but it is a little bit of a good clapback from Theos. I'm not going to lie.
That's a banger clapback, brother.
You think so?
That is a banger
I don't know,
clapback.
man.
That was a banger clapback. But hey, look, I mean, what, you can reach out by other means to get money, but I can't, brother.
That's crazy.
What are you
That is
talking
kinda
about?
crazy.
You
That is
can
kinda
reach
crazy.
out and get some extra revenue from the NFL, and I can't reach out and get some extra revenue from going to Miami? I mean, we're just trying to do what you're doing. You know what I mean? You don't like it, then you stop.
Now, some words here. This is from BN Sports. The president of Real Madrid, Florentino Perez, once again placed himself at the center of football conversation during the club's General Assembly. He openly addressed by insisting the institution is stronger than ever and the world's greatest reference, but that calm introduction quickly shifted in a much harsher message loaded with accusations, frustrations, and pointed criticism towards several major figures in Spanish and European football. Florentino repeatedly leaned on the phrase "not normal" to emphasize the strength of his remarks. His first target was Javier Tebas, the president of La Liga, accusing La Liga president of running a competition that, quote, only protects his own privileges, end of quote. He questioned the push to stage league matches outside of Spain and reminded that even Frenkie de Jong, the Barça captain, disagrees with it. He criticized the league supporting economic injections for Barcelona and Villarreal match in Miami. And he said that it was an unfair advantage, and that said that their counterparts in the Premier League. Claiming that the league executives earn far more. Where'd it go? It keeps moving. Claiming that the league executives earn far more than their counterparts in the Premier League, and noted that Real Madrid was the only club to formally appeal the situation to the Consejo Superior de Deportes. So they also talked about the Negreira case, where Barcelona paid $8 million over the course of 17 years to the head of the referee or the vice president of the referee organization. So a lot of battle there going back and forth from Florentino Perez.
He's always going at somebody, brother.
You think so?
He hates La Liga's president. He hates UEFA. He wants to make his own league. He wants to do this, but he doesn't want other teams to do it. It's just...
Now, this is a
What a
quote.
character, brother.
This is a quote from Tebas, the president of La Liga. He said, quote, Florentino, the very same who back in 2021 solemnly warned that football is seriously ill economically and that only his Super League would save it. today he has once again lashed out at all the institutions, including La Liga, with a tone that is clearly messianic, sectarian, supremacist, authentic, and as if he alone holds the truth. In the end, it was to be expected. Each year he outdoes himself. Perhaps it's down to the frustration of the few who still follow him. In the coming hours, I will respond to the criticism point by point. Some are false, blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da. Bunch of yappers.
Yeah, a bunch of yappers.
Bunch of
brother.
yappers.
I
But
agree.
anyways,
Bunch of yappers.
they went at it, and it's two unks just going at it right now.
unks.
Just two unks going at it right
I think
now.
they're.
They need to scrap at this point. They need to scrap it out. Go into the restroom. Somebody watch the
What are we in
door
middle school, brother?
and just scrap it out real quick. Just scrap
What are
it
we
out
in
real
middle
quick.
school, brother?
But anyways, disappointing result for Real Madrid, like we mentioned, dropping points, making it easier for Barca to close the gap, and we'll see what happens in La Liga. Different story than the Premier League, but hey, one league is La Liga, really competitive, and then you got Premier League, and teams already running away with it.
Damn.
Yeah.
But you know what's up,
Yeah,
bro.
man,
You know what's up, though.
Now,
You know what's
I know
up.
I know what's up. La Liga is a better league. Now, one thing, mate, I did want to talk about the U.S. men's national team. They're dominating recent games. Boch is definitely, kind of at the helm now. He's taking things into his hands. Yeah. The players seem to be, on one, I must say. And just what are your thoughts, B? I mean, this is a U.S. men's national team that's cooking.
Yeah, I think he's got him buzzing a little bit.
Come on board.
Hey, man, and he lashing out at the media too. You seen his comments?
I think it's unfair. I think he looked a little silly.
I think he's using this moment to kind of like.
He didn't understand the question.
True, maybe.
What does being the janitor have to do with anything?
No, it's just that he had an opportunity to lash out back because remember it was shaky waters not a couple months ago. It was very down.
He was expecting the media to come in and be like, "Oh, Boch, congrats." Da, da, da. But the questions from the media, maybe they were a little underwhelming.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what he was expecting. When he didn't get that tone, he says, "I'm the coach, not the janitor." Then he explained he has to explain to me what regular players means, but it's the translation issue. Yeah. Plus, it wasn't meant to be put out like that.
Plus, also, I think he got bugged at the fact that they were asking him because you know how we always use B squad, C squad, C, and
it was a very underwhelming starting lineup.
It was
9 changes.
It's just an American thing. I think we did. It was kind of like a B squad.
Yeah.
All our stars weren't there.
Huge win, by the way. Massive win. Now, I do gotta ask you.
Embarrassing to the Uruguayans at
yes.
People online, they weren't taking this L. Like, it's no.
And
they were upset.
There was a quote by Bielsa where he told one of his Uruguayan players at the time he was with LAFC, Christian Oliveira. I believe that was his last name. That's his name, if I'm not mistaken. But he told me, he was like, the MLS makes players lazy. You got to get out of there. And he did get out of there. Yeah. He tried to go to Toluca, but I think he went somewhere in Uruguay. I think Nacional. I forget where he went.
Lazy,
or Peñarol. I think Peñarol. I forget where he went. But definitely got his mouth shut after that one. And you know that they didn't let that go. The media was flooded with that quote. Men in Blaze just posted it. Everybody was posting it. It was like kind of like a meme at that point.
No, it was a massive shot to the MLS.
Looking on the other side, Mexico, struggling,
bro.
Not really even caring about things, mate. I mean, what are your thoughts on the Mexican national team?
Man, we're not in a good spot right now, and it's tough because we're not surprised. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised.
A little bit.
Really?
I am surprised a little bit.
You think that the Gold Cup victory was enough to change you?
I'm surprised that they just don't. I mean, they looked like they had a good team at that point.
So it did
playing
change
well. You know, they were playing well. I had hopes. I was like, okay, well, maybe this is a turning point. But no, dude, it's not.
We were hoping to be a turning point.
It's not. It wasn't a turning point.
It was just a little paper over the cracks, man. Mm-hmm. It was just not. So. Man, when is the group draw? Because for me to have a solid take on Mexico and how far they get, it depends on the group a lot.
Now, one thing I will say about Mexico in support to them is that they always come alive in the World Cup group stages.
Look at when the group stage draw for the World Cup.
They always come alive in the World Cup group stage. Always. They always have some kind of performance.
We're known to have a curse. We can't get past the 5th game.
But you qualify. But you always get out the group.
You always go
most of the time you get out the group, mate. Mexico always makes it out the group. And it really depends on who they get this time around. I remember in 2018 when they got Germany, the look on Osorio's face was like
December 5th.
Just tough, but look what they did to them. So
It's coming up.
It's coming up. So I think Mexico can have a go with absolutely anybody.
We'll see.
It just depends on, who's in the group. We'll see what happens
If
there.
there's 2 giants, which there will be, we're cooked.
Now, are you surprised that Raúl Jiménez lashed out against the fans in Mexico and Torreon, saying that they said something about they were too harsh or whatnot and why they play in the U.S. But then you go to the U.S. and a fan went viral off TUDN because they gave him the little tiny mic and he was saying that this is a terrible squad. They can't even beat Paraguay. Malagón. He said that he's an America fan and he's asking Malagón to step aside and give the opportunity to somebody else. Yeah. I mean,
it's going to be Ochoa anyway.
It could be because I heard that he is going to that squad. But do you think that it was kind of weak for Raúl Jiménez to, have those kind of complaints?
Look, I don't think it's weak. I think
little weak, man.
Weak. But also, are you not surprised? How long you been? Are you like not? How long you been playing for Mexico? Like, what is this? Mexico fans are known to be one of the most critical, one of the most demanding fan bases in the world, in my opinion.
Now, also, for Raúl Jiménez to say this and criticize the fans and come, when you go after the fans, that's almost a death sentence.
Bro, we know this. We're fans ourselves. Like,
is Raúl Jiménez living off of the Chilena?
Nah.
What has Raúl Jiménez done since the Chilena?
Score all those goals in the Premier League. He took over Chicharito's record. He's the Mexican to score
Mexico, what has he done since the Chilena, B?
He won us the Gold Cup, basically. Kind of.
He was a big part of it. Off of the Chilena, mate. Nah, I think he is.
He was a key factor in us winning the Gold Cup this past summer.
It's something to argue about for sure, 100%. But this is what he said. He said, quote, maybe that's why they always take us to play in the United States. Yeah. That's what he said. That is a slap in the face of the teams that support you in Mexico. Yeah. Because there was already a big complaint going around that they don't play in Mexico because they don't make money. They make the money up in dollars.
Is it harsh for me to say that?
It's weak.
But
it's weak.
But he should know this.
It's weak.
He should know this.
It's weak.
You can't lie. We're a bit of a toxic fan base.
It's weak, B.
We are a bit of a toxic fan base. He's got kind of a similar weird point to, the demand that this fans, the demand, the expectation, the way that the embarrassment is just, we take it up to another level, brother.
Is that bad? They have it in Argentina. They have it in Brazil.
I'm not saying whether it's good or bad. I'm just saying that it's there, and Jimenez should know that this is how it is here.
I think we've just lost those hard, rugged players from before. There's just a bunch of soft athletes putting on the jersey now, and the days of Borghetti, the days of Cuauhtémoc Blanco, the days of El Maza, the days of Pavel Pardo, those are long gone, brother. And right now we have to deal with guys like Raúl Jiménez that although he plays in the Premier, I'm shocked that playing in the Premier League, his skin isn't thicker. And to lash out against the fans when Mexico's been playing the way they have, bold decision, and it definitely just bursted in his face, mate.
Not looking good.
It blew up in his face. And Raúl is honestly one of my favorite Mexican players right now. He's going after that record, but this was not the right decision.
I mean, it gets to the point where you just got to lash out just because you're tired. Maybe it's just, he's got to have thicker skin. But
best of luck to Mexico. They got a friendly coming up against Portugal. I don't know if Ronaldo's going to make it. We'll see what happens in the World Cup.
Hey, Chris, coming to the States, hanging out with Trump.
We talked about that in the pod with Scott. Criticized it. We criticized it.
Why? Well, you didn't think it was a good look?
I mean,
it was not a good... Criticize it politically?
It's clearly a visit with an intention.
What was the intention?
What I said on the pod is what I think is that he's looking for a guarantee.
A guarantee on what?
That he can come to the World Cup and nothing will happen to him. Because he came with the Saudi royals. It was the Saudi royals meeting with Trump because they were going to buy a bunch of jets. And Ronaldo came as a guest of the royal. You think somebody's gonna pull up on like some kind of agency?
Yeah. You're
not gonna pull up on him with the Saudi royals.
This was a hey, can I come play for the World Cup and you won't arrest me
type. Alleged type. Yes. Because that's what I'm thinking.
Because look, you know what it is. The vibe before this was like Ronaldo is not gonna come to the.
He hadn't been to the United States.
There's no way he would come. This meeting, he's coming.
I think it was positive. We saw him laughing with Trump, but Ronaldo got a lot of criticism because there is a lot of fans of his in countries that the United States is supplying weapons to that are using them against these same fans of Ronaldo. Yeah. So they tied it together, saying, how can you be chilling with the president that is selling arms to countries that are hurting your fans in some of these countries? They were asking for a little bit more from him in this situation. And then they didn't like it when there was photos of him walking down the White House hall or whatever in the patio, laughing it up with Trump. A lot of fans didn't like that, but there was a lot of fans that liked it. You know, it was 50-50, you know, and
to me it just screams, "Hey, can I come into the country for the World Cup?"
That's where I'm at as well. Now, I think he played it smart. He went with the right crowd. There was no way they were scooping him up with the people he was with.
No way.
Especially with the investment they were about to make into the economy with the jets that they were going to buy. And the prince even got pressed by the media. They asked him about the journalists that got murdered in, I think, like early 2020s, late 2019. It's one of the Khashoggi.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So it was a sketchy visit, I must say. Sketchy visit.
I mean, look, it doesn't help that you want to publish it. I mean, maybe you want to kind of announce, hey, you know, I don't know. It's just, you know, he will be here.
Did you see the goal that he scored today?
Oh, yeah.
Overhead kick at 40 years old?
On X. Yeah.
I mean, this guy, if he's at the World Cup, and FIFA, I was about to say, and FIFA wants him at the World Cup. I don't know anymore if they want him at the World Cup.
They don't put him in the areas. They don't put him in the posters.
How do you not include him on the graphic?
The disrespect towards Ronaldo is crazy.
Did you see when they remade it? What the key points were? When because that graphic was taken down and they put up a new graphic. When they put up the new graphic, Messi center stage with the trophy, Bucari from Austin FC doing the C.
What?
Bucari doing the C, mocking Ronaldo.
Nah.
Morocco.
What?
Pull up the new. Yes, Bucari is in the bottom left doing the C because in the last World Cup, Ghana played Portugal. Bucari scored the goal, if I'm not mistaken, and he hit the C. Because Ronaldo
still
was
no
there.
Ronaldo.
I think they did add him. They did. Obviously, they did the graphic with him there.
Whoever was in charge of the team.
And check this out, Morocco is on the graphic.
Yeah.
Scoring a header.
Hakimi.
The header against Portugal.
I mean,
so you tell me.
Now you might be going too much.
You tell me.
You might be looking in a little too deep.
No, come on. I make graphics. I make graphics like this.
I get not having Ronaldo in this crazy disrespectful.
No,
but
look at that. That Morocco player up there in the top left corner, that's against Portugal. Okay, Ronaldo at the top.
He's like kind of like
Ronaldo at the top.
Wait,
cool.
what account posted this?
Look, Bucari there. Bucari, you see him there at the middle. You saw Bucari there at the middle. Why is Bucari hitting the C? That's mocking Ronaldo, mate. Just crazy work from FIFA. But I don't know what their deal is. That's just the reality that we live in. Now, last thing before we get out of here, mates. The MLS playoffs, they're obviously taking shape. The semifinals are taking shape.
The conference finals.
Vancouver. No, the semifinals. No, you're right.
The conference finals are taking shape.
Oh, then Fox Soccer.
Because
because they see the Western Conference as they see the conference final as a semifinal. That's how they see it.
It's the semifinal to the MLS Cup, but it's a conference final.
Yeah, but for us, it's the Western Conference final. But for them, it's just the semifinal. Yeah, that's how they're wording it on this graphic.
That is true.
So Vancouver is waiting on the opponent between San Diego and Minnesota, and Miami is waiting on New York and Philly,
which we're watching right now as the pod is going. 16 minutes in.
Now we just finished watching Miami against Cincy B.
Oh,
you had some thoughts on this?
What a performance by Miami, bro. The first half, it was men against boys. They dominated Cincinnati. And then the second half, they just go on a run and 4-0, brother, on a good Cincy team. I mean, what a performance, bro. What a performance.
Shocking.
Yeah. And then Messi, I mean, he could be breaking records this offseason if he goes off in the conference final and then the MLS Cup final. I mean, what a performance of Miami. Scary, scary, scary team.
Definitely, mate.
And with no Luis Suarez.
Not one you want to see in your run to the final. But Miami, obviously, with their investments, with the players that they've brought in, I mean, these are positions that they need to be in.
Yeah, they
need to be.
Yeah, this is where they need to be.
This is good for the league. It's good for Miami. It's good for Messi. It's good for world football. It's good for ESPN FC.
Good for everybody.
It's good for B. What do you mean? You're a Messi fan. You're a Messi fan.
It's good for you too.
You're a Messi fan.
You're not a Messi fan? You don't like Messi?
I think he's a great player.
You're not a fan of him?
I think he's a great player.
You're not a fan of Messi?
I think he's a fantastic player.
Are you a fan of Messi?
I think he's a great
Are
player.
you
I
a
think that
fan
should
of
tell you-
Messi? Why can't you say that?
No, I mean, I
Are
think
you
he's
a
a great
fan
player.
of him? Are you a fan of his
I'm a fan of his
footprint
work.
in his work?
I am a fan of his body of
Okay,
work.
okay.
I think yeah. So you cannot be a fan.
You
of his
cannot
body of
not
work.
be a fan of
You
Messi.
cannot.
Exactly.
Of course not.
So
if you're
what's the deal here?
if you're anti-Messi, you might be anti-footy.
Either way goes for Ronaldo too.
He's one of the best players.
Like I said, bro, one of my best takes I've had on this podcast, we've been doing it for years, is that if you're a Messi fanboy or a Ronaldo fanboy, you've been watching the game like this with one eye covered.
That was a good take.
So that's
That
my
was a
favorite
good
take of
take.
all time. And for you to call me out and say that I'm a Messi, no, brother. You know it's not true.
I think
You know
Danny
it's
Benz
not true.
knows that when
Danny
I say,
Benz is a
when you
Ronaldo
have- you
fanboy.
have
He
been
hates Messi.
You've been biased in the past though. You have
Towards Chelsea, maybe.
You have
For
low
sure.
key, you have low key under the table historically have sent pro Barca memes to group chats and not pro Ronaldo and Real
I
Madrid
send all
to the group
memes,
chat.
brother. I
No,
send
no,
all
you don't.
memes.
No, you don't.
I send all.
No, you
whether
don't.
it's for either club.
No,
For
you
either
don't.
club. It's just that Real Madrid don't do themselves any favors.
You
brother.
no, you don't. You've had low key had an anti Real Madrid agenda, which
No,
which
that
by a-
came
Primo,
off, bro.
Primo, am I lying?
It's
Primo, am
hard
I
not
lying?
to when
You're not lying.
half of
You're
your
not
friends
lying.
are Madrid fans. It's hard. It's hard.
It's
brother.
okay. It's all right.
It's-
This road is what we've been in our entire life. It's okay. Sama knows it. Sama knows it very well.
The Chivas guys, him, Sama, Vanilla.
Hey, speaking of Chivas, Liga MX playoffs is right
Oh
around the
yeah,
corner.
it's right around the corner, bro.
But alrighty, the MLS Cup playoffs, like I said, they're forming. They're starting to take shape in these late stages.
Oh,
now
just-
San Diego, Minnesota. I think San Diego.
I got San Diego.
San Diego,
But-
Vancouver.
Yeah, but I mean, did we talk
For the
about the
conference
LAFC
final.
Vancouver game?
Oh no, we can talk about that
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, the story was written. What a game! What a storyline!
what a game.
Son with the free kick to tie it up last minute of the games, last couple minutes of the game.
Vancouver was up 2-1 for
Yeah.
a long time, and the camera was panning out to the Vancouver fans that were there, and nobody looked confident, bro. Every single
Scared.
Vancouver fan looked worried, bro.
Scared.
For good reasons. I mean, any chance that LAFC got, they looked dangerous. I mean, they hit the post in extra time, I think 3 times. There was a moment where they hit it like a funny amount of times, bro.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Like a meme.
But the Hillman Son free kick.
Yeah.
What a goal. What an effort from Takaoka to try to save it. He went at it like a cat. He tried to pounce on it.
Yeah.
He couldn't. That's how well it was hit.
Oh, well.
And this is what bringing players like Hillman Son does to your team.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he couldn't bury a penalty, brother. It cost him the.
He said in a quote that it was like a cramp.
Oh.
Yeah. As soon as he took the penalty, you saw it in his face, though.
Cramp.
Son wouldn't lie about it. Son wouldn't lie about it. I
Yeah,
don't
he
think so.
would.
No, I don't-
Yeah, he would.
I
He
don't
would.
think so.
Yeah, he would.
Now, I do want to say that for a moment, I thought LAFC was going to have another Bale moment. Remember in the final against Philly where Bale scores the last minute header? I thought they were going to have another superstar player moment. That Son free kick. They were up a man. Vancouver was down to 10 men at that moment. I thought LAFC had a chance, but Vancouver weathers the storm with 9 men at the end of the day, and they take care of business with the penalty shootout. Big ups to them.
Mola going through.
Now, LAFC is going to be looking for a new coach. Cherundolo is out after this season. He announced it early this year. And Son and Buanga are going to go to Cancun now. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to them. They were yapping all this and that, boasting about taking us out. Yeah, they did take Austin FC out, but you didn't win anything this year. But anyways, Miami's probably going to be waiting on, I think it's going to be New York.
I mean, we got it right here.
I think New York is going to be
3-0
Philly.
so far.
I think New York is going to be
You think
Philly.
so?
I think so. Primo, what do you think?
Nah, it's got to be Philly.
I think New York. They've been playing well.
I think Philly's gonna take it.
Philly is good. Philly is good, but they're in some weird situation right now with a dude that's under investigation
If
in their club.
New York go through, there's no way they're beating Miami.
No, there's no way Miami doesn't make it to the final.
Yeah, there's
no way.
And then if you look on this side, I mean, Vancouver is their only kind of hope.
Yeah, I think I said that the champion was coming out of LAFC or Vancouver, but this Miami side, I think they might take it, bro. They might take it, dude, honestly.
With the MLS Cup, debate over.
Oh my god.
Debate over, bro. With the MLS Cup, brother. Debate over, brother.
No, hold your
The
horses,
MLS
dude.
Cup?
You hold your horses, bro.
The MLS Cup, bro. Ronaldo will never have that.
He could come to SKC, hold his
Coming here
discovery
is
rights.
not winning here, brother.
Yeah, Messi wasn't successful with his first year either.
He won the League's Cup.
Okay, but not the MLS Cup. The MLS Cup is
He
one
won
thing.
the Shield last
Look,
year.
if they win the MLS Cup, I will give them credit because they
Debate
will
over.
have conquered.
Debate
They
over.
will have conquered the league.
Debate over, though.
Not debate over, but I think
MLS Cup, debate over.
fist on the table. Point
MLS
made.
Cup?
Point made. Point
MLS
made.
Cup? Debate
MLS
over.
Cup. Point made.
Debate over.
Yeah. We can go at it. But all right, gentlemen, we got to get out of here. Good luck to Jason Shacko on his appointment. We're going to try to have a Patreon pod midweek to talk a little bit more in depth about this hire. And also
Thanksgiving episode, maybe.
And also the options will probably be out by the time this podcast is out. I think they're going to be announced tomorrow. That's what I think. I'm actually off early tomorrow because I go in early. So hopefully they wait for me till I get off.
No, probably won't.
Hopefully they do. I'm off at 1:30.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll go in at 5. Shut down.
Oh, okay.
Shut
Bad.
down. Yeah, it is what it is. But all righty, gentlemen, let's get out of here. Have a good night. Everybody be safe, and we'll see you soon. Ciao.